How to make a mixtape.
Now, the making of a good compilation tape is a very subtle art, many do's and don'ts. First of all, you're using someone else's poetry to express how you feel. This is a delicate thing. You gotta kick it off with a killer, grab attention. Then you gotta take it up a notch. But you don't want to blow your wad, so then you gotta cool it off a notch. There are a lot of rules.
At what point in time in holiday, you know, like date-wise, do you start to get a little stressed? I mean, obviously our jobs are pretty stressful, but like when do you start to really feel it of like, oh shit, I really need to start to tie up loose ends? Are you good or are you...
It's a good question. I'm pretty good usually. Do you mean just like the pressures of like the gift buying and the planning
for holiday cooking, if you're doing any holiday cooking, or you know, wrapping, if you're going to wrap your holiday gifts? When do you start to feel like you got one foot in the frying pan?
It depends on how behind I am on gift buying. That's the most stressful part. So like this year I'm pretty good, but I still have one.
Do you have a lot of people that shop for?
Just family pretty much. So I have something I want to get my dad this year that might take some time. And so I am stressing about that. So I guess the answer is now, like a few weeks beforehand. You?
You know, it's crazy because I'm usually a pretty low stress guy. I don't really get stressed out. I get more anxious than I do stressed out. And as much as I guess it's a love-hate relationship with what Amazon has done to the holidays. Yeah. Like I love the accessibility and the convenience. But I hate the impersonal approach of it all. Like where it's just like, yep, here's my holiday wish list and buy me things off this wish list. So I don't know. Like I'm not feeling any stress yet, but I can tell it's right around the corner. Yeah. But I mean, I'm feeling all right.
I don't tend to get too stressed though. I don't know. I think as I've gotten...
Is it because you don't care about the people you're buying gifts for?
No, that's not it. I think as I've just, you know, over the years, I've just learned to kind of remind myself that it's a good thing, right? The holidays are fun and it's going to be what it's going to be.
What is your Christmas Day routine?
I'll be at my parents' house.
Okay. Are your folks in the house you grew up in?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that different from being a kid, except everything's just later because you know I'm not waking up at the ass crack of dawn to open presents. Like we'll get up, have some breakfast with my mom and dad. My sister and her husband will come over usually around
and the
11,
baby this year,
noonish, and the baby this year, Roman will come over. This year.
Big deal.
And then we do presents, and then we do like a late kind of dinner thing, right? Like a late lunch.
Yeah, early dinner.
Yeah, and then they go over to his parents that night, and
your sister and her husband
and the baby, and then I just kind of chill with my rents.
Do you have a favorite part of that day? Is it when your sister leaves?
You didn't hear that, Rachel. No, I mean honestly, it is the gift giving part still. Like it's everybody's face lights up still. My mom still buys too much stuff. Mom, if you're listening, stop buying so much stuff. I'm in my 40s, I can buy my own stuff.
Yeah, they love to do it. Joni's never going to stop.
But it is nice, you know, like all the presents under the tree and seeing everybody happy when you're opening their gift and vice versa. And this year there's going to be a baby there. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's big.
I can already tell this beard is going to get old real fast. I'm getting hot.
That's fine. You still look great. I mean,
I'm getting hot. And I have some mulled wine here I want to drink, but I can't drink wine through this. Look at the curls on this mustache.
My favorite part about that Santa costume that Roderick is wearing for an audio podcast is it gives real cheap Santa vibes.
Oh, it's super cheap. It was given to me, and I can't remember. It was either left over from a company event where it wasn't used, and I just took it home, or Carlina might have given it to me. It might have been like a Halloween thing that her boyfriend Ethan got and then didn't use, but I just opened it out of the package for the first time. So there might even be some creases in this.
It's given the Santa in Home Alone vibes where he goes to talk to him and then he doesn't have candy canes for him. So he says, hold out your little paw there. And he sticks out his mittened hand and he sprinkles some Tic Tacs in it. To this day, I still refer to everyone's hands as paws because of that. Let me see your paw.
I love it. It's the cheapest one you can get. It's a one size fit all. Like the waist on these is probably a 56.
Oh, hell yeah. So you're a bit of a soggy bottom boy right now.
It's got a big ass drawstring on it. And so, if I were to stand up, the crotch on these things is almost down to my knees.
I love that. Great job.
I wish the whiskers would bounce if like, it'd be a fun.
I like that. It's okay that you assisted them with your hands. I still got what you were trying to do. All of our audio listeners did as well. So that's good.
Yeah. They got a little taste of my Santa there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, the last thing I'll say about holidays, and this has been kind of a nice thing that, I haven't lived in the same state as my parents for over 10 years now. Mm. It is kind of nice when I'm driving back to Indiana.
Ooh, the drive.
It's like a reset thing, right? It's like mentally I'm now on I'm now on like Christmas time, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right. And so like I have like a transition, like an actual physical transition from day-to-day life to the holidays. So that helps too.
Sure.
Get me in a different state of mind,
Sure. Yeah, my favorite part of the Christmas morning, thanks for asking, Rod, I really appreciate that, is usually, sure you were.
You're welcome.
My mom has 2 staple recipes for Christmas morning breakfast. One of them is called strata, which I don't have a better explanation than it's like an egg bake.
Strata?
Okay, so it's like a bread-soaked egg bake where you soak the bread, you cook breakfast sausage, it's cheese. I think it's literally like 3 ingredients. And then you bake it the next morning. And it's such an important staple at Christmas breakfast, that there's a specific spatula that you have to use for it.
Okay.
It's it's like, and here's what's hysterical. I've had this conversation a lot recently. Do you know that I think we talked about this. Do you know that you can cook holiday foods not at the holiday?
Sure. That makes sense.
Did you know you're allowed to do that?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but for whatever reason, you don't. And so this is like the Christmas morning breakfast. That's one of them. And then the other one is monkey bread, I think is a Midwest thing. Are you familiar with the monkey bread?
Delightful. Yeah.
Yeah. The rolled dough balls baked in the bundt pan, cinnamon and sugar, a shitload of butter and pecans. Just, oh man, that is delicious.
Did you and your sister get along at the holidays when you were kids?
Yeah. I mean, like, Krista and I were, we were never really big beefers. I mean, we never, it was the holidays, fucking, there was one eye on the prize, and that was Christmas presents, So like, there was usually no holiday beef. Yeah.
Does your mom go like do too much?
Oh, she goes so hard. Yeah. She's all into it. Like, it's really funny. I've taken some of her Christmas approach. So like, I have a all year long savings account where money goes into it, like out of my paychecks, to create a savings account strictly for Christmas presents, because I love giving gifts, and I love like trying to make special Christmases. And like, I remember being, fucking 18, 19 years old and being stressed out where Christmas money was coming from, and like picking up side hustles to make extra holiday money. Whereas now, like as an adult, I just have this Christmas party. Are you fucking watching soccer? Am I fucking boring you right now?
Not at all. I'm trying to get the mood going. I've got a Home Alone.
Oh, okay. Because before that, it just looked like fucking soccer games.
It's because it was a YouTube commercial, man.
Oh, okay. You're watching Home Alone on YouTube?
It's like a looping background thing that's going through Home Alone scenes.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that? Like the savings?
Oh, shit. A minute. Unofficial sponsor of How to Make a Mixtape podcast is an app called Capital, QAPTIAL. And you set like savings account rules, right? So you can do like your roundup rule. So if you spend $5.25 on your breakfast this morning, it takes the 75 cents and it puts it into a savings account. Or you can do like a set it and forget it rule, where it's like every week it'll take $10 and throw it into a savings account.
Okay.
So, you can set all sorts of cool rules for saving money. It's got the 52-week rule, which I absolutely love. I haven't done the 52-week rule, but I still think it's a great way to save money. So week 1, you save $1. Week 2, you save $2. Week 3, you save $3. And then all the way up to like, you got to think like the 45 on week where you save quite a bit in like the last 2 months. But at the end, you've got, like, I can't remember what the dollar amount is, but you got like $1,400 with the 52-week rule, just with that rule alone.
More than enough for Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. So
that's really smart.
So yeah, I love it because it takes in such small increments that you don't really notice it missing. If it's taken 75 cents at a time, you don't really realize that it's gone. And I'll share my code in this week's, because we both get money if you use my referral code. Like, I think we both get $10 in our savings account. So any listener that wants to use my capital code can buy somebody a $10 Christmas gift. And might I suggest one of my favorite small time Christmas gifts, like the informal Christmas gift, is fucking holiday scratchy lottery tickets.
Oh, it's so great. And the stocking.
It could be thousands. It could be worth thousands.
Could be.
I used to give store manager scratchy lottery tickets. It rarely is, but it could be. I used to give store manager scratchy lottery tickets every year for holidays, and it was always an exciting time.
It's a great go-to because it's interactive. It's fun.
Totally.
There's always the will it win something, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then and then you don't have the disappointment as the person scratching it off of having lost any money because it was given to you. So
it was a gift. Yeah,
it's great.
I love it.
You should know how you were so close, dude. The 52-week savings program would net you, and this doesn't include any interest that would pay, but it's $1,378.
So it's off by $12. But if we do Price is Right rules close without going over, I lose.
Yeah,
boom, boom,
$22. But dude, so close. You had it almost dead on. Check out my fa la 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 barrel mug. Can you see it?
Damn, great mug. Handle? No handle.
No handle, just a straight up barrel.
Shit, I love that. Well,
this has got me excited for, as if I wasn't already from the last episode and putting my tree up and all that stuff. This is getting me.
Yeah.
Now I want to eat the foods that I only eat.
Oh, I can't wait for Christmas morning foods. I made, I really hate the name of it, but I've been working on it over the last couple of days. If I do have any new job listeners, there are treats coming to the store over the next couple of days. Nice. There's a thing called Christmas crack, but I just like to call it saltine toffee because Christmas crack just sounds so stupid. So yeah. I
slightly inappropriate, possibly.
It's just stupid. So I call it saltine toffee. And I've been making batches of that shit. And I'm excited to bring that around to all sorts of fun people to enjoy saltine toffee. So 2 more quick things then. And one, I have a statement and a question. One, my family's big thing is Chex Mix. And like every family probably has a recipe, but I grew up on it. So I think my family's is the best. And my mom makes it in massive batches. Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Okay.
Just savory, and it's like a lot of butter and Worcestershire sauce and garlic salt, and it's just delicious.
Okay.
And then 2, we've been eating the same thing for Christmas dinner. It's like the late lunch, dinner, whatever, for years. And finally, I guess either my sister or my brother-in-law got up the guts to tell my mom that they don't really like that dish.
What is it?
It's called chicken divan. It's a very Midwest like casserole thing.
Okay.
It's like,
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can build it out without a recipe.
Yep. Please do.
Okay, so it's going to start
just with the ingredients. Just give me the ingredients.
It's going to start with just chicken breasts, right?
Okay.
There's going to be cans of soup involved.
Yep. You want to take a guess at what kind?
I'm going to guess cream and mushroom.
Okay.
Or cream and chicken. There's going to be cans of soup involved. There's probably going to be a stuffing mix.
Okay.
Okay, like a sprinkled stuffing mix. There's maybe a shredded cheese, and it's like a baked style casserole.
Okay, you're pretty damn close. So it is chicken breast.
Okay.
There's broccoli in it because you got to be a little healthy.
Yeah. You can way to really fancy it up.
Yeah. Cream of chicken soup.
Yep.
You could do cream of mushroom too. My mom always did cream of chicken. Shredded cheese.
Yep.
And the topping is not stuffing. The topping is like crushed.
No. Crushed Ritz crackers.
Close. Crushed Cheez-Its because it's cheesy.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we've been eating for years. And now my mom is going to make something different this year. And so if you have any suggestions on what Amy should make for Christmas, I don't know what your family eats.
Here's a suggestion. This is going to be a fun interactive Christmas. I would love all of the different deers, yourself included. I would like a Roderick, I would like a Rachel, and I would like a mom and pop deer to all contribute a different chili. And I want to have chili bar, cornbread, toppings, corn chips. It's going to be a little bit less. I mean, I don't think that you're sitting down with like candles for chicken divan, are you?
No.
Well, okay. So
my mom might like some candles, but probably not. No.
But we can still keep it kind of casual. So I'm thinking a chili bar is going to be a fun, casual Christmas night, like warm, cozy in the soul.
I think my parents and me would be down for that. I don't think my sister would eat chili.
Come on, Rachel. I'm just saying. Damn it.
I don't know about my brother-in-law. I don't know about I think he probably likes chili.
Okay.
You know what? I'll suggest it.
Let's just try. You know what? And if that's the case, if Rachel doesn't like chili, maybe Rachel makes like a different take on a chili. Maybe she does like a chicken chili. Maybe she does like a Southwestern. Something. There can be something.
Well, I'm curious listeners should comment on the episode what they eat on Christmas Day. I'm legit curious, right? Because like I think a lot of people eat their like big family meal on Christmas Eve. Yeah. Like if they do like a turkey or a ham or stuff like that, I feel like a lot of families do that on Christmas Eve. Maybe I'm wrong too. I'm curious what families do for Christmas.
Go-to for Christmas Eve was there's a really fucking fantastic Italian deli in the neighborhood called Rubino's. Ooh. And they sell like a build your own pizza setup thing. So we used to do like just build your own pizzas all night, tons of toppings, everybody add their own. Maybe that's what the Deer family does. Maybe we do a build our own pizzas instead of chili.
Maybe we do a build our own pizzas. Yeah.
I love that. You know how simple. I'm going to send you a pizza dough recipe right now that's so easy. And then you guys just get some pizza sauce, fancy it up. Yeah. Buy a bunch of ingredients.
Bunch of toppings.
Yeah. It's fun. Like we said, it's interactive. Chicken divan, not interactive.
Well, before we get the guest in here, let's just take a minute to wish all our listeners a happy holidays. How about that?
God damn it. That hits me just right in my heart.
Thanks to all the listeners. You've made this a really special year for Don and I, kicking off this podcast. And
30 episodes.
30 episodes. This will be 32. The one we're recording right now is 32. That's right.
This will be 32.
You know, I hope everybody has a great holiday out there.
We pretty much have it broken down in 3 seasons per year.
I don't remember what we said. I think in a year we said like 2.5, 3. We had to have said like 3 full seasons worth because we haven't been doing this a full year. When did we start this?
Yeah, no, we haven't. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wishing everybody a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and a happy new year. And keep that.
We still got a new year. Oh, by the way, with a bullet, have you checked analytics?
I have.
Yep. 4,000 listens to how to make a mixtape. That's the best Christmas gift I could have asked for.
Can I, because I did check it today, can I also, I guess, give a shout out here because I looked at, because the Rob episode, All About the Bass episode, had a lot of day one listeners.
When I checked, it was 40.
So I went to look at what the most listens on the first day of a release was.
Okay.
And Rob's episode was actually second.
What was number 1?
By like 2 streams. The Canada episode.
The first one or the second one?
The one about Canadian music. So the one Jess was on, the O Canada one.
No shit.
Yeah. It had like 47 day one listeners on it.
Okay.
Let's keep the Christmas train rolling here. Yeah. Get our guest in.
Okay.
Do you like little gimmicks? I can make that happen for you. How was that?
No, we need to know, like, what is it?
So I make stickers for people and companies alike. I've been working with tattoo shops and clothing brands making their stickers for them.
Ooh. So if you have a small business or a tattoo shop or a clothing brand or a podcast that you want to advertise for, there's big things from Little Gimmicks. And the fact that you haven't used that once in the tagline for the Instagram is a fucking abomination.
See, I'm purposely not doing that. I don't want you to have any stamp on what I'm actually trying to accomplish here.
What a dick.
Doug, if they mention how to make a mixtape podcast, what do they get?
They get 10% off their order.
There we go.
Doug at littlegimmicks.com. That's the best way for me to see your requests, by the way.
Big things from Little Gimmicks. Buy some stickers, maybe B-. Sometimes good, sometimes maybe shit.
Cool.
I've loved our stickers. I slapped those things on a lot of urinals, and they've
been fucking great.
Hold up to piss. Great. There's your there's your new tagline.
That's the advertisement.
That's the tagline. Little Gimmicks. They hold up to piss. Great.
How to make a mixtape.
No influence whatsoever.
Sure.
When you see Roderick, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Right now?
Yeah, just in general. Like as far as like, what does this specific aesthetic, is there any one specific that this version of this costume reminds you of?
It kind of reminds me of Jingle All the Way in the warehouse.
Okay.
The Santa fight?
Yeah, the Santa fight scene. There's like, it's the squareness of the beard, I think.
Yeah.
It looks like a Santa that is going to do something nefarious.
I said it gives me Home Alone Santa vibes. Hold out your little paw there and a couple of Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
It's stringy. A couple of Tic Tacs Santa vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has like a Ford Escort next to it.
Oh yeah. I feel like that Santa went on to be bigger than he was in the movie. Did he do something else?
I have no idea. If I had that credit in my life.
If you could just pull those credentials out. Do you think... All right, let's ask this one. Do you think he ever had to work again? Or do you think that role bankrolled him for the rest of his life?
Yeah, he had to work again.
Yeah.
Did he have to? Or did he choose to work again?
I don't think he's getting the money, the credit for that. Like, I don't think he's getting an insane residual that's going to cover the cost for the rest of his life.
I wonder what actor got to play the smallest, like, side role. Like, does the pizza boy ever have to work again?
Nero's Pizza Guy?
Yeah. Did he ever have to work again, or was that enough that he never had to have another job?
I don't know. I think that maybe because I feel like they redid, like they did like a tongue-in-cheek commercial later on for like Domino's or something where they like made a joke and he was in it again.
Yeah.
So that, you typically don't do one of those unless you got to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't feel like the residuals for some of those roles are actually that much. I remember seeing an interview with somebody who was in a similar role for a movie like that, and they were saying that like every year they get like
$4,000.
Yeah, something like that. Like, it's not something you could live on, and they got more right up front for sure. But like every year, it's like it's a nice little check, but it's not something you live off.
Yeah.
Now the Nero's Pizza Guy, he might be able to go to like some Comic-Cons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. What's so crazy is that eventually, after he was done playing Santa, he's done quite a bit, believe it or not. He was very curious as to whether or not Bill Murray saw the groundhog.
That's true.
Oh,
He
really?
was curious if Bill Murray saw the groundhog. And also he spent a little time in space. Went ahead and saved the planet by defeating the asteroid that was going to take out all of America as Max and Armageddon. So he's done a lot more. He's done a lot more than Santa. He's an American icon, if you will.
Dude, I never connected that actor was the guy that played Santa in Home Alone.
Yeah, I didn't until I just IMDb'd him.
Like, I can picture that actor now, but it's like he had glasses on and like the whole Santa. I don't know. I just didn't. Wow.
Yep.
All right.
He's been an actor in 73 things, but the most important one is what's
his name?
His name is.
So we can stop talking about him like he's not a real person.
Hudson Campbell.
Mm-hmm. Ken Hudson Campbell. Mm-hmm. Ken, if you're listening, we're curious
big time
what your residual checks are like from Home Alone.
Yeah, could you just give me the lowdown in your Home Alone residual checks?
That's all we want about.
Or also, you know what? If is Home Alone and Did You See the Groundhog Today enough to just coast through the year?
Imagine.
Could you imagine? I mean, we're talking Home Alone. Fucking.
Yeah, how many times do you think it plays on TV a year?
Home Alone?
Yeah.
I don't know, but just so you know, both the Nero's Pizza Guy and Santa, both from Illinois. Fucking A. Way to represent, guys.
Of course they are.
John Hughes movie. That's
authentic. Ah, shit. That's true.
Authentic. He keeps it real with his Chicago movies.
You know what? I was a little nervous as to what the beginning of this episode would look like because we checked so many boxes with the last one. Like, we really killed it with like, what was your favorite gift? You know, whatever. But Rod opened it up with Chicken Divan, and then we were able to knock out a little. And then we were able to knock out a little Ken Hudson Campbell, and we're off to a great start.
Hey, look, Ken Hudson Campbell. He's the man with range. That's what nobody really talks about.
We got everything we needed.
This Santa suit does not breathe at all, and I'm sweating my ass off right now.
Good. You're staying warm. It's cold as shit in my place right now.
Not good.
Justin, welcome back.
Hey, appreciate it. Yeah.
The self-proclaimed boy of Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas boy.
Back for episode 2 of a 2-parter for the holiday season.
The sequel. Lost in New York.
Oh, shit. Do we have to call this mixtape Lost in New York?
I could be. I don't know. I thought it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe. Something like that. Sure.
Yeah. The first one was called Deck the Halls. Looking forward to that one. This one will be called, part 2, Deck the Halls. Or would it just be HTMMT part 2, Lost in New York?
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
I think that's it. I think we did it. Justin, what's our theme today?
Well, our theme is playing off of the last episode, the sentimental side of Christmas and the holidays, is we're switching it over to the fun part of Christmas and the parties and getting together with your friends, having a couple drinks, having a lot of food, more butter and more sugar.
I see your shoulders moving. I see you starting to shake those shoulders a little bit.
I just can't. It's the spirit. It's within me. But yeah, we're taking it to a party. That's the deal.
So before we do that, we've decided that Rod's family needs a different Christmas Day dinner.
Christmas Day. Yeah.
Chicken Divan isn't doing it anymore. And I proposed the idea of not necessarily a family chili cook-off, but more or less like a family chili night.
Potluck.
Let's each
chili
potluck. Let's each family member bring their own chili. Let's sit around with some toppings. Let's have some cornbread or corn chips. Let's really make a fun, interactive night of chili. Let's gently critique one another's chili, and let's have a night. Do you have another suggestion?
Well,
Chicken Divan ain't doing it anymore.
My first question is, how big is your family, Rod? Because that's a lot of chili.
We do our bigger dinner on Christmas Eve. So my aunt and uncle and cousins and boyfriends and girlfriends of peoples come over. So that we do the Christmas Eve thing. That's pretty much set. That's like a traditional, turkey, cranberries.
Gotcha. Okay.
That whole deal. Christmas Day is just me, my sister, my parents, and my brother-in-law. So
okay, so simple, easy enough.
And it's more like in between lunch and dinner. So there's the vibe for you. Post presents, not really a dinner because the sister and the brother-in-law have another Christmas to go to in the afternoon. So
that's it. Yeah.
I need your suggestion.
Yeah, chili I think is nice, but I think you're gonna get a lot of overlap. I think we do a similar thing where we do the 7 fishes the day before on Thanksgiving. So we do 7 fishes and that kind of thing. And then typically we make ravioli the next day, and then you just kind of as handmade raviolis, and then you eat as many of them as you can. And it's so much different than the 7 fishes.
Mom, if you're listening, I am totally down to do handmade ravioli. I am just 100% on board for that.
That's what we're doing this year. So
I feel like it's kind of a heavy. I feel like it's a heavy lift.
It's worth it.
I'm not doing anything else.
Okay.
What else am I doing? I'm hanging out at my parents' house.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
You can sit back and, like I said, it's one of those things you can either eat 3 of them or 14 of them, and you choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe everyone
you choose your own bellyache.
and to Donnie's point, maybe everyone brings their own thing of sauce. Then there's different toppings.
Yeah. Well, so far the Deer Family Christmas has some great options in terms of dinner.
You do.
In terms of dinner approach. So we're looking for it. I can't wait to hear what comes of it.
Yeah. Hope you're listening, Mom. Hope you're making a decision.
Roderick, what are we doing as far as rules? Do we have to sit here and listen to you read them again?
We just talked about them. Justin, you know the rules, right? Because we just went through them. Same deals last time.
Take it up a notch. None of the same artists.
No duplicates. All the above.
Same deals last time.
Don't be obscure unless that's the theme, but Rod doesn't follow that theme. Did you guys know that
with the
did you know that John Candy's role in Home Alone was 100% improvised?
Mm-hmm.
None of that was scripted.
Yeah, he just went for it.
Which makes the funeral story so good. Makes and the whole going around the van and telling why the other guys are bad dads. That whole scene being improvised is just a riot.
You guys knew that?
I had heard that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Donnie, you've mentioned a lot of Home Alone. One thing to know about me is that when I was a child, I burned through 2 or 3 copies of that VHS tape. I watched that movie year round. It's my number 1 favorite movie for Christmas, and probably in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Give me another one from the top 5.
Of regular movies or Christmas
top 5.
Specific?
No, we'll hold off on Christmas because I'm sure it'll come up throughout the episode.
Sure. Yeah. My number 1 favorite movie of all time is Tim Burton's Big Fish.
You can name that off the cuff.
No problem. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I think I've got my number 1 too, Don.
Number 1.
Do you really? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
No shit. You guys can just fire out. I'm going to feel like a real fucking wiener saying this, but mine's probably High Fidelity.
Fair.
It's a great pick. It makes it
nothing wrong with that pick.
Bit cliche, bit on the fucking nose for the episode, but all right.
Cliche would have been Godfather, or
At
any point in time, Justin, I'm going to yell top 5 holiday movie, and you got to be ready to throw one at me.
I think I can do that.
Love that game.
All right, cool. Here we go. Who's going first, second, or third? Justin, where's your choice?
So I think I'm going to go first this time. I think that's where I want to go with it. I feel like this one's going to be a different kind of challenge than last week. Although I did have a lot harder of a time getting my top 4 picks than with the seasonal.
I did too.
I had a really hard time. My honorable mentions is probably a whole other episode.
Is it because there's more variety and genre that you're comfortable going to in this one? I think that's what it was for me.
Yeah, I think that when I thought about decorating the tree, I thought about my sort of my ebb and flow of the night, like kind of like setting the tone, and then you get cozy and it's slow and nostalgic, and then you got to kind of bump it up a little bit, and then you got to sit down and enjoy a slow one. So for me, it felt like there was a natural arc that I could kind of stay in genres. So I had picked one for each phase of that, but for a holiday party, it's like they all go in different directions. Are you at a work holiday party where you can't get a little too crazy? Are you at the kind of holiday party where it's like there's family members there, you don't want to embarrass yourself, but then like they leave and then you're ready to embarrass yourself?
Then the tie's going up around your head.
Yeah, like a lampshade on the head. Yeah.
Your rosy face in it. Yeah. You're scuffing the pants, you're scuffing the knees of your dress pants.
So so for me, I feel like there is a truly a wonder for what happens in these parties. Depending on which one you're having, where you're having it, what's the venue, all the above.
Yeah, I don't feel like I went too on the nose. I've only got 6, so I don't have a lot in terms of steals. But I feel like they're all of them are at risk of being stolen.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. I'm okay with it. If I've got to audible in the moment and start scrambling through Spotify again, I can. But for now, we're going to go with what we got. Kicking it off first, Justin, your first contribution is...
All right, my number one, because I know this artist is going to get stolen, because I know the two of you. So my number one, and this is a little curveball, is going to be Sharon Jones and Zap Kings. 8 Days of Hanukkah.
Oh, damn, getting the Hanukkah out there early.
Yeah, it's so good. All their songs are good, but that one is so unique, and there's not too many Hanukkah songs that are like turned into this retro thing, and they do it so authentically and so fun, and that song is just great. And it's exactly what Sharon Jones and Zap Kings will take you on, but not a lot of people are out there doing Hanukkah tracks, and I wanted to make sure one gets represented.
This album is fantastic. For all the soul fans out there, this It's a Holiday Soul Party is a fantastic record. They just make the most fun music already, so it's just perfect for holiday music.
It's just unreal. Yeah, it works so well with their sound, and like I said, it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel out of place for them. It sounds like they're just like, hey, we're in between albums. Let's just do this fun one and work out the stuff we've been playing.
Yeah, it's also got, I love a count in a song. I love counting. In fact, that should be a theme sometime, Don, is like counting songs. Yeah, but it's got that 8, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good stuff.
And I think it sets off, like, it no matter what happens, and part of my selection process was, at any point in the party, this song's coming on, someone's going to be like, what is this? Or they just start moving, and you realize, like, this song's working. So
yeah,
great party song. I'm already down. I'm already enjoying this party that you're throwing. I love
the direction we're going in. Great call. Roderick,
you're next, Don.
I got next dibs.
Yep.
God, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to. I guess. All right. So let me ask this question. When was the last Christmas icon song written? Like the most current Christmas icon song. What would you think it was? A song that defines Christmas.
Yeah.
The most recent one that comes to mind.
I get what you're putting down. I'm trying to think. Is there something more recent than Mariah Carey?
Nope, because that's going to be the song.
Okay.
It has to be, and that's the thing is, it's like I think about this song every year. Is like obviously everybody that is a pop / whatever artist probably sets out to write the Christmas icon, and I mean, like I'm talking new, not a cover, right? So Bublé has had newer songs that are covers that are iconic, but they're not his own songs. Do you know fucking Mariah Carey wrote that song and produced it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's bananas. But like, I can't think of a less recent one that is as iconic as that is.
More
because
recent?
we have some of the songs that we called out, like, shit, I can't think of any right now, but like, like the holiday staples that have existed for years. And this is the most current holiday staple that I can think of. And that's pretty incredible. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. I love that.
I know you've looked up how many plays this has.
Yeah, I got to hear this number.
I have not looked it up, Roderick. Do you have it?
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's do an over-under. Don't look it up.
Okay. All right, cool.
Over-under.
What's funny is I started to type in Mariah Carey into Spotify, and don't worry, Marilyn Manson came up first, so we're good.
Close.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Over-under 1.7 billion plays.
I'm gonna say over.
Billion with a B.
I'm gonna say over.
I think it's
over
for sure.
Yeah, you're both right. It's 1.985. It's going to be 2 billion probably by the end of this year.
That is
It'll be at 2 billion.
The only other song I can think of that's like a new original is "Underneath the Tree" by Kelly Clarkson.
There's that, and then I was thinking of like, do you know who's actually kind of killing it in terms of Christmas songs, but like is not front and center? I think Fitz and the Tantrums has written some fucking jams.
Santa Stole My Love is a great track.
There are some really good Fitz and the Tantrum Christmas songs, like that they wrote.
They're originals.
Originals, but like just not not front and center. But I think Fitz and the Tantrums would be maybe the next closest. I don't know. They're not. I don't know.
But as far as your pick, it should be on here. It's gonna be on here. Like it's the people make the joke about her thawing out in October and stuff. But the reality is,
I love that she leans into it too.
Yeah, she's into it, and as well she should be, because it is that song.
There are crazy statistics in addition to 1.9 billion listens, like that she makes 30 million off of this song every year.
It's awesome.
Like from licensing or from whatever, like commercializing the song. I couldn't imagine. Like, that's why this song kind of prompted the conversation.
Like, Tic Tac Santa's not making that much money.
Yes, Tic Tac Santa making 30 million a year off of hold out your little paw there. he probably isn't pulling in his check like that. But fucking Tic Tac Santa's probably the best thing I've ever heard. Rod, hold on a second. Never mind. I'm on it.
What?
I was going to try and rename you as Tic Tac Santa.
That's Tic Tac Santa. Go for it. Please do.
I can't change names.
No, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I got it. Yeah. No, I don't. Never mind. Go ahead, Tic Tac Santa. Change your name. And as of that, like it had to be on here. I'm kind of stoked I got it. There you go. Great job. I'm okay with the fact that it was me and it is on here. If it wasn't me, I hope somebody else did.
It was going to be.
So TTS, over to you.
Well, that's a good transition because this is an original and this came out in 2018.
Okay.
And I'm not going to even pretend to put it in the same category as Mariah Carey. I don't know if this is going to become a classic necessarily, but I love it. And I've loved it since it came out. And this whole album is great too. But it's going to be Sia. And the song is Candy Cane Lane. I see you're familiar, Mr. Christmas Boy.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Sia has a lot of really good Christmas songs.
Yeah, this whole album is great. And it's Sia, so she still has the upbeat kind of dance thing. I mean, it's not maybe as aggressive dance as like some of her pop stuff is. It's fun and more kind of like universal, but it's upbeat and it's great party jam. And this song is, I don't know, the song gets stuck in my head, honestly. It's like an earworm of a Christmas song. So it's just a good one. Also, I mean, I know she's known for like all her different hair stuff, but this is one of my favorite Christmas album covers because it's just that photo of her with the red and green hair. Yeah.
Is that her?
It's fun.
Is that her? Is that Sia?
Yeah, I don't know if that's her, if that's that girl. I think it's actually that girl that danced.
That's that little dancing girl. Yeah.
Yeah. But because Sia doesn't show her face, right? So
right, I don't think so. No.
So yeah, it's that dancing girl. What I'm sure she has a name too, but great album cover. It's just so Christmassy and fun.
Yeah.
But there was a few songs on, like Santa's Coming for Us is good, Snowflake's good, Puppies Are Forever. It's actually really awesome.
Underneath the Mistletoe is great.
Underneath the Mistletoe is great. Yeah, there's quite a few on this. I think Candy Cane Lane to me is the standout on this. Although according to Spotify, Snowman is the big. That has over 1 billion plays. Snowman has over 1 billion plays.
Wow.
That's crazy that they're getting
Holy cow.
billion.
Holy cow.
Wow. That's crazy.
That one's too slow though. That's not a party jam. That's like a slow song.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's crazy. Holy shit. I guess I've always been fine with Sia. Like I like Sia fine, but I've never really, actively listened to her much. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs on here with 1 billion listens.
Yeah, her top 5 all have 1 billion. Wow.
Holy crap.
Shit.
Did you guys have any idea she was that big? I mean, I know she was huge.
I had no idea.
I knew she was very, very big, but 1 billion.
I didn't know she was that big. I didn't know she was that big.
Wow.
I thought 1 billion was reserved for some things like Beyonce or Taylor Swift and The Weeknd.
I did too.
But you know what? The Christmas spirit sneaks through every year.
Yeah, hey, great job, Sia.
Yeah.
Great job, Sia. You guys know her story a little bit, right? Like she was writing she was one of those artists that was writing hits and hit after hit for other people, and then she was like, "Screw this, I'm going to do it myself." Yeah, and that's happened a few other times that I'm aware of, and it doesn't always work out. Like Jessie J was one of those too, and she has a fine solo career, but no, I'm sure she doesn't have 1 billion played tracks.
I think Jessie J is bigger overseas than she is here.
Probably.
I think she's one of those.
Noah Khan, he's another one. He wrote a bunch. He was writing hits for everybody, and then put out Stick Season. He's just flying with that thing.
Was Ed Sheeran that way too?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Yeah.
But I would say, Don, like again, it's got a long ways to go. But if she's got 1 billion play Christmas song, then that's from 2018. So and I think it's original. I don't think the whole album's original, but most of it is originals or like I don't know if she wrote all of them, but they're all originals, I think.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Rod. One thing that you didn't mention, and I'm sorry for taking it back to Mariah Carey, but we'll jump over to you for a second, is that Sia's top 5 have 1 billion listens.
Yeah.
All I Want for Christmas Is You has 1.9 billion.
Yeah.
Mariah's next closest has 689 million, less than probably about a third. That just talks again about how fucking big Sia is. I had no idea.
Yeah. There's also like a generational thing and a relevancy thing there. Like we always talk about that when we talk about older artists and they don't have as many plays on Spotify. It's like, well, their main audience has still got them on vinyl or cassette or CD or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
So, like how much is Sia getting played on the radio, whereas like every story you've ever been in or every single Christmas channel for up 2 months is playing Mariah Carey on the hour.
So, yeah. You're right. All right, man. Back over to you, Justin. What is your second contribution to the holiday party? Also, one of your top 5 favorite Christmas movies. Now, go.
Christmas Carol.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. And what's your song?
And for my second song, so I'm choosing this version of this song because I do have to be honest, I do not love the original. And I find that there are many covers of this song that are just kind of copies of the original and don't get any better. And I don't understand why they made them, but this next one is Lucy Dacus's version of Last Christmas.
I love Lucy Dacus. I have not heard her version of this.
It's exactly what you'd expect. It's like you're driving guitar. It's sort of that like 4-on-4 kick, driving song. It's very fun. It's higher energy for Lucy Dacus stuff, but yeah, she plays it out. And like I said, that song, I don't know if I'd necessarily love the Wham version. I think it's like got that a little too much cheese for me. It's got that do they know it's Christmas era sort of feel to it. It's a little too 80s for me.
Heal the world.
Yeah, right. So Lucy Dacus, I think, does probably for me my favorite version of it, and I think it plays well for party music, whether it's in the background.
This plays perfect for party music.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Oh, I love the spoken verses as well. Yeah, she kills it. Great fucking job, Lucy Dacus. Great call. This is a perfect party song.
Yeah, it's like it's just like power. It's like upbeat power pop style. It's fantastic. Plus, it does benefit though at a party from people knowing the original and knowing the song already, knowing the lyrics. So it's going to benefit from that, but have a different vibe than the OG.
You know what this track is? This is the track that somebody goes, "Hey, whose version of this is this?
Who is this?
Who is this? I haven't heard this version. I like it."
Yeah,
that's what the Lucy Dacus Last Christmas is.
Yeah, I think I sacrificed obscurity for genre on this for a better mix.
Great call.
Well, she's not that obscure. I mean, she's in Boy Genius and whatnot. So
yeah. Okay, here we go. Do you guys love a holiday episode of a TV show?
Yes. Hit or miss. There's some bad ones.
Hit or miss. Okay, give me a great one and give me a bad one.
I'm remembering that Brooklyn Nine-Nine always had really fun ones.
They had great Halloween ones. What were
The
there?
Office,
Did they have good Christmas ones?
I think they had good Christmas ones too. The Office had good Christmas ones.
The Office had great Christmas ones.
New Girl had
New Girl.
a lot of really good Christmas
New Girl
episodes.
had some incredible Christmas ones.
Friends had good Christmas episodes too.
And Thanksgiving.
Never give a shit about Friends.
I do.
But this probably goes down as one of my favorite TV show Christmas episodes, and it is for sure Dwight screaming to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra version of Christmas Canon, and like him just losing his fucking mind, like air guitaring in the conference room. And I think is he fucking sessioning out with Andy, where it's like that is Christmas. That is like the Christmas party is going to get ready to get started, and I'm hyping myself up. Yeah. But yeah, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra Christmas Canon is going to be my choice. Have you ever looked up photos of those guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's something, I don't know what it is. It's so funny to me that they love Christmas music so like that.
Do they, like, I have no doubt they do love it, but do you think they love it as much as you might think they do, or that they just make all their money off of it because they go on that tour every year? I would love it too if I made my entire living off of the Christmas tour that I do every year.
If you went on a 2-month-long Christmas tour and then you just got to kick it the rest of the year.
Yeah, exactly. I would love Christmas even more if that was my gig too.
My job was Christmas guitar solos. Like, it'd be great.
Do you guys
Christmas squealies and tremolos? What?
Do you guys remember? I feel like this was kind of Trans-Siberian Orchestra Christmas before Trans-Siberian Orchestra Christmas, but Mannheim Steamroller and all their Christmas albums. Oh, my dad was big into Mannheim Steamroller, and therefore I also
is certainly the same pun intended, same canon.
Same canon.
Yeah, same fans. So I'm actually going to see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra next week.
Fuck yes. Hell yes.
I've always wanted to, man.
Me too. I've never done it. And so we bought some tickets and we're going to the Prudential Center where the New Jersey Devil plays.
Mm-hmm. Are you allowed to take photos?
I have no idea. I don't know. I would do my best, but
are you big on like Christmas shows? Like, are you like a Nutcracker guy, Justin, or like a local kind of Christmas Carol production or any of that stuff?
Yeah. So Kylie and I have a tradition every year. We try to see the Nutcracker. We are lucky enough to live near Lincoln Center, which is pretty, incredible to see that. So we try to do that one in New York City every year. And when we lived in Austin, we did the Austin Ballet. So we saw the Nutcracker. I've seen the Nutcracker every year for the last 5 or 6 years. But also, with that in mind, I also have found, we try to find a band that puts out a Christmas tour, goes on a Christmas tour kind of thing. So we've seen She and Him do a Christmas tour. I saw them at King Theater in Brooklyn a few years ago.
That's cool.
Irving Plaza a few years ago in New York City, we saw the Oh Hellos. They do, if you're not familiar with them, they're kind of a folky band that a brother and sister singer-songwriters, and then they have a full band with banjos and stuff. And they have 2 or 3 Christmas albums now, and they just do this cool, fun thing where they set up a living room on stage, and it looks like they're playing in their own basement.
I love that.
I'm sure I've seen some other ones too, but I love it. I think it's really a fun way to like see a different concert, still get a live experience, but you're going in there with the expectation of it being part of your season.
Yeah. Do you go to shows, Don? Like you are like a Nutcracker or Christmas Carol or any of that stuff?
I don't. There's a big one right now. There's a girl that's she's not blown up. She's fucking massive. You guys familiar with Lindsay Sterling? Yeah. The dancing violin girl? Holy shit, she's fucking huge. And she's doing a Christmas tour right now. She does one every year. Sure. But like she plays violin very well and then has like a bunch of choreography that goes along with it. And it's fucking awesome. Lindsay Sterling is her name. Like she's got like Christmas albums and shit like that.
You'd know, she also had a non-Christmas hit that you would probably know, Justin. It was kind of like a dubsteppy violin thing. It's called Crystallize.
Yeah, I'll look her up. I mean, it sounds cool. I mean, and it seems like if she's putting work in to do Christmas stuff too, I'm probably gonna like her.
Well, I will. Before my pick, real quick, do you think "Christmas Canon" by Trans-Siberian Orchestra is the most light, like house Christmas light synced song in the country? Like those like displays that people do. The thing. It's gotta be. It's this song, right?
It's the song. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be.
Which one is Christmas Canon? Am I mixing it up with Christmas Eve, Sarajevo?
Nope. Christmas Canon is the one you think it is.
Carol of the Bells?
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Why do I know that song is from a different title?
I don't know.
I guess you're right, I'm sure. Interesting. I guess I'll have to ask them.
It's gonna be pretty fucked up if I'm wrong.
Bummer.
Well, you probably should have made sure you checked that before we got on here.
I know the one I know.
You want to know what's fucked up? I think I am wrong.
Holy shit! I am.
Yeah.
You're right. I am
wrong. Yeah. You're right. You are right. You are Boy Christmas. Way to go, Christmas Boy. Yeah, you're right. It's the song that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve / Sarajevo. 12/24.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
I got
so
you.
that's what I did. I guess I didn't know the titles. I assumed that that's what you were picking, Don, because I didn't know the titles.
That is what I'm picking.
Okay, but you got the title wrong.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve / Sarajevo 12/24.
Yeah.
Here's the
Boy Christmas with a save. Second top 5 favorite Christmas movie. Christmas
Christmases.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay.
The Four Christmases is probably one of the most quotable Christmas movies of all time. It is so fantastic.
Don, you give me one of your top 5. Give us one of your top 5 Christmas movies.
I don't want to go Muppets Christmas Carol because that one's an obvious one. I'm going to say The Holiday, even though it's debatable as to whether it's a Christmas movie or not. It's that one not that long ago.
But still. Okay. Well, oddly enough, Don spoiled my next pick because I was going with Lindsay Sterling featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
No shit.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Yep. So before Sabrina Carpenter blew up this year, I mean, she's been doing it for a while. Yeah, I'm surprised. Christmas Boy, I'm surprised you haven't heard this Lindsay Sterling album because it really is awesome.
I don't know how it evaded me.
And this version this year, Mean One, Mr. Grinch, is just rad. Like Sabrina Carpenter sings.
Yeah.
Lindsay plays that mean violin of hers.
Yeah, she shreds a violin.
It's not slow. It's like bouncy and dancey, and so it's good. I feel like it's good party vibes. I also feel like this is the kind of song, to your point, Don, on the Lucy Dacus cover, is like somebody hears this at a party and is like, "What is this? Like, who is this?" I want to, because it does sound unique and different, you know.
I think that's like a part of the party playlist. Is like it's part discovery. I think you should know every song. You know?
Yeah.
And I also have always wanted to see her Christmas show.
Lindsay Sterling.
Yeah.
It looks badass.
I watched that. I watched they did like a YouTube, or it might have been on one of the streaming platforms. They did like a tour, like documentary on her. I think it was after, because she put out a few Christmas albums. I think it was after the Warmer in the Winter came out, which is the one I like a lot. Although looks like she put out a new one this year. So there we go. And I've got something new to listen to this year.
This is always the challenge with the Bangers playlist is every year I got to like try to find stuff and I just can't keep up. There's so much stuff out there.
There's a lot. There's so much. There's so much. Don, you should go to this.
Lindsay Sterling?
Yeah.
She coming to Chicago?
I thought you said I thought that's why you brought that up. No,
I'm aware of her. I'm just aware of her Christmas shit.
Gotcha. She's going to Evansville, Indiana. If you want to.
Oh shit! Yeah.
If you want to go to Evansville.
Yeah, I'm good.
Not that much.
Pass on Evansville.
She's in Charlotte tomorrow. I mean, I guess I could technically physically get there tomorrow.
Do it.
That's not
you should
happening.
do it. You should go.
Oh man, you really did spoil that one a little bit for me, but that's okay. I it's kind of cool. I love that you've heard her and listened to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
That made me feel more confident in my pick.
You know what it feels like is like when someone has a playlist on and you're like, oh, I hope I hear that song. And then call it. That's what it was. You guys did it, and it was poetry in motion. It was real life.
Yeah. Even more than that, it's I love this song. I put it on a thing, but I'm concerned other people aren't going to like it. Mm-hmm. And then the other person brings it up ahead of time. It's like, oh, hell
That's the joy.
This one's gonna be a hit.
Okay, well, you've got some homework, Justin.
Yeah, I certainly do.
Yeah.
Kick it over to you.
Yeah, back to you.
All right, so number 3, I'm going back into classic land.
Number 3 from you already. Jesus, it's going too fast. Slow down.
Yeah, we're going fast.
Quick, we can call the breaks. It's okay.
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 We're getting 15-second clips instead of 5-second clips or 7-second clips. Yeah, filling it up.
So my third one is the incomparable Stevie Wonder with What Christmas Means to Me.
All these things and more. Oh, that's what Christmas means to me, my love. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what I mean. I see.
Great call.
I also think this song could possibly have fit into your Rob Harvilla conversation with best bass lines.
About it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, this song, all your guys' picks were great, but, there's plenty in there that just Christmas music gets overlooked, and I think this song has a place in that list.
What would have been your top pick for that episode?
My top pick for that episode? I think it's probably like Another One Bites the Dust.
Okay.
I think that's the first one that comes to mind, which I think is...
Yeah, that song got mentioned on the episode.
And then what would have been it did get mentioned. And then what would have been your third favorite Christmas movie? Go.
My third favorite Christmas movie, it's boy.
Oh, take too long. All right, moving on.
Take too long.
Self-proclaimed boy of Christmas really let me down. Go ahead, Rod.
This song is in so many Christmas movies, and it's usually like a shopping montage or getting ready to go shopping, or like they're at the mall or in the department store, right?
Yeah.
Like
there's an energy to this, and I think it's kind of like when that Nutcracker song, the overture, where that's it's the song that running through the airport, but this song is the getting shit together song.
Like when Buddy the Elf and his little brother are like playing tag in the department store. I feel like this is playing. I don't actually know if this is what's playing, but I think it is, because that's what this song sounds like. It's a great one though. It's classic. It does have a great bass line too.
It does. It absolutely does. Great call.
Yeah. Stevie's the man. I don't know. I haven't listened to this record though. I don't think. I know this song, of course, and I think I know his version of Little Drummer Boy. But and Someday at Christmas. I mean, I've probably heard all these songs.
Yeah, and This Christmas, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, where does this play during the party?
I think pretty early. I think this is like
it's early in the night, because Trans-Siberian Orchestra's playing pretty late at night.
Yeah, like I picked Trans-Siberian Orchestra because that was a steal. It could have been a steal from me.
Okay.
But that song to me has that Dwight energy. That song soundtracks, and that song feels like it belongs with Pyro. Like there should be an explosion that accompanies that song.
Yeah, and like you want people tipsy enough to play air guitar to it, and headbang if they want a little bit.
Do all the squealies and the guitar solo with their mouth. Like you want people doing that.
Yeah, I agree, Justin. This is an early in the night song. Still setting the tone.
And and if you're at that party with your family members, that early crowd, everyone in your family's gonna like this song. All generations. Sure. Little kids will dance to it.
I love that.
Hey Don, can you see what's on my TV right now? Can you tell?
It's the scene.
It's the scene. It's he's sitting in his car.
But also, just so you know, instead of actually paying attention to important parts about Christmas at my house, Rod was just fucking around on YouTube earlier in the episode. So it was a really sentimental moment for us in the world of podcasting.
I can listen while looking a different direction. It's this
bullshit.
It's a special ability I have.
Is it my turn?
I believe so.
Yeah, but you got to give us another Christmas movie.
Another Christmas movie? Oh, you know what? I tried the new Jack Black one. Have you guys seen the previews? Did you try it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I felt it was like 45 minutes too long.
Oh,
if I'm being honest.
What's cool is that I fell asleep for 45 minutes of it, so I didn't.
So
it's probably the appropriate length for me.
Yeah. So it was.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It's not going to be the staple. It's not going to be a staple. I'll be okay to miss it next Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think it makes it to. It has to play every year. It'll be like, oh, that's kind of fun. Let's watch that one.
Yeah. When I asked Rod what Christmas morning looked like in the Deer household, and he broke it down so beautifully for me, and then he didn't ask me what Christmas looked like for mine. One thing that would be important in the Longton family household for Christmas is you do not change TBS. You just don't change it.
It's just a Christmas story.
You do Christmas story long.
It ends and then it starts over the entire day. Don't change it. So I would say Christmas Story.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's got to be up there for me too.
And then for my next pick, I feel like this one's perfect for a Christmas party, and it's going to be "Oi to the World" by No Doubt. Fun dance around, like this is a fun later in the evening. There's some drinks and people, everybody's had something to eat, like we're having a good time. Oi to the World is definitely going to be a fun Christmas party song, and I'm actually surprised I got it.
Yeah, it was on my list too, Don.
It's a mention for me for sure. So
yeah,
it was in the quiver.
Yeah,
so they're also the right version of that, the No Doubt over the Vandals version.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, to me, I also just love that song when I hear it, because it was, No Doubt didn't sound like that a lot, like that straight, more puppy, like they
anymore.
No, I mean even earlier, like the Tragic Kingdom didn't have a lot of that, and that's what even when you think about that. So when you see, Gwen Stefani just put out an album like 2 weeks ago, and it's obviously nothing like anything they ever did, but you get to hear that that's who she was when she was young, and that's kind of a cool thing to like time travel with a little bit too.
Is her Christmas album any good, Justin? I've never listened to it.
It's fine. That's the thing. It's I don't know if there's like a lot of originals on it. I don't think there's any spectacular versions that are really standouts. So,
what are your guys' thoughts on Gwen Stefani's solo versus Gwen Stefani No Doubt? Do you think solo stands up at all? Or do you think that it may have been a mistake leaving those guys behind?
I think like Rocksteady almost was the same thing, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like the Harajuku girls and like the aesthetic part of it, like the fashion element getting kind of peppered in, was more unique to it, but I felt like you could have put like Adrian Young as the drummer on a machine on those songs, and I could have called it No Doubt, and I don't think it would have changed the sound too much.
Huh, okay.
And that's only because Rocksteady was so far away from the No Doubt that I grew up with,
Yeah, for sure. So you say that there's two. You say that there's Tragic Kingdom and then there's Return of Saturn. Those are the only two. And then everything post that is...
Am I missing an album after that? I think there's one after. There's only three total.
Well, there's the self-titled, which was 1992, that does pretty much sound a little Oi to the World-ish.
Yeah.
And then there's the Beacon Street Collection, which was what it was. It was kind of raw. And then there's Tragic Kingdom, which was the breakout. And then there's Return of Saturn. And then the third album of the major label releases was Rocksteady.
Yeah. Now, and maybe I'm making Rocksteady two albums in my head, but is Bathwater on that album, or is
Bathwater's on Return of Saturn?
Return of Saturn. Okay. Then I stand by Rocksteady. I felt like made sense to me as almost a Gwen Stefani solo album.
Huh. Okay. A profound take on a Christmas.
I like some of her solo stuff early on, Don.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Early Gwen stuff was good.
Yeah, it's like she put out some good music. It just wasn't ska punk that I liked when I was 10.
Tragic Kingdom's a masterpiece. Like it just.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
absolute masterpiece.
We have not talked about No Doubt much on this podcast. That's interesting.
No.
Okay.
Masterpiece of an album. There you go.
Yeah. All right, great. Roderick, it's your turn.
Speaking of the Trans-Siberian Office moment, this has a television connection to this song.
Okay.
The version I'm going to choose is by one Julian Casablancas, and it's I Wish It Was Christmas Today.
I don't care what anyone says. Christmas is full of cheer. All I know is the Santa sleigh is making its way to the USA. I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today.
Just fun.
I have no
it's
relationship.
Just fun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's he's the singer for the Strokes. And so it's his solo stuff, but that song is from SNL. It's an SNL sketch that they would do like every
Oh,
Christmas.
wait, is this the Horatio Sands the Muppets?
Yeah.
Like doing, oh, no shit.
Yeah,
And-
they just play the little key. They have like a a sampled drum beat, and then they just have the little dance and sing "I Wish It Was Christmas."
And the singer of the Strokes covers this?
Did a full
Yep.
version of it,
Yep.
and it's really great.
Is it?
Multiple people have covered it. Like there's other versions out there, but his is the good one. And I want to say I even saw him. I don't know that he might have even been on SNL and did this.
Did it?
once. If
Yeah.
not, it was like a late night show.
Huh. I had no idea.
It's fun. It's also plays at the end of the night when people are a little tipsy, and then they're gonna like, you want 4 dudes to line up and do the dance while this is playing. And, like,
It is.
just have a good time,
Yeah, it's a jovial song for sure. And if you are privy to like knowing where it's from, it's even funnier to hear a real version of it.
Yes, 100%. It's great. I think you'll like it, Don. Like, it's,
I'm familiar with the song.
yeah, it's just like a Strokesy version of it.
Strokesify
Yeah.
The fuzzy guitar and some distorted vocals on it, and drive it home until it's over.
Yep.
It's fun. It's a very repetitive song, so it's fun to listen to.
That's the whole vibe.
Yeah, I'm excited to give it a whirl. Does he sound like him? Like, is there a bunch of shit on his voice? A bunch of distortion on his voice?
Not really. It sounds like pretty what you'd expect. Probably like, was that like Come Down Machine era? I think it was in between Room on Fire and Come Down Machine.
Yeah, he sounds exactly like he does on those Strokes records. Like whatever
Okay.
they're doing to his voice, they're doing it here too.
It's really funny because I was looking it up just to give it a whirl as we're sitting here shooting the shit, and playlists pops up, and the second Julian Casablancas playlist is just called Julian Casablancas is So Hot. That's the name of the whole playlist,
Is the
which is pretty
author,
funny.
Is the author Julian Casablancas? Because I feel like he has
No, but that would have been fantastic. God, that would have been really good. No, it's a girl named Monty who also has playlists called Summer 24, In My Room, Autumn Again, and
Cool.
Oh, there we
Well, at
go.
least you guys have the next theme
bleep
for your
that
next
out?
podcast.
Could you bleep that out for Jess?
Yes, I will.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I will.
Yeah,
I just added the link to the song in the chat though, Don, because for some
okay,
reason
cool.
when I search for it, I can't find it on Spotify, but it's on
Okay.
Spotify because I have it in one of my playlists.
yeah.
So
The song is called Christmas Tree.
Oh, okay.
okay,
I
but
can-
that's
I can
weird
find that
because
one.
I have a version in my
There is,
playlist
yeah.
called "I Wish It Was Christmas Today."
It is officially on his solo album. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the last track, and it's called Christmas Tree.
Okay. Great job.
So
Self-proclaimed boy of Christmas. Let's get your last song, your home run, and also your, I think, 4th or 5th favorite holiday movie.
Already. So, well, my movie is going to be the most recent Illumination Grinch, the animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, we were talking
Wow.
about that. Yeah,
Up there for you, yeah.
DreamWorks.
Yeah, to me, it's better than the Jim Carrey one. There's something about that Jim Carrey one that kind of creeped me out when I was a kid.
that one. Yeah, I don't like
Weirded
that
me
one.
out. Something about it. And knowing how unhappy Jim Carrey was the whole time now wasn't a
Yeah.
while he was
yeah,
doing
that's a bummer.
kind of ruins it even more for me. But
Yeah.
and just the Boris Karloff one, while it's classic in all of its rights, and the animation's really cool. I just think that the new one's so funny. The voices are awesome. Like Tyler the Creator doing the soundtrack. Like it's very, very cool. So they did a good
I'll
job.
check that out. Good call. All right, cool. And what do you have for your final contribution to your 4th or final contribution?
So I'm going to pick an obscure one because it's, I think, maybe my favorite Christmas song
Wow.
out of all of the Christmas songs. And I don't think a lot of people know it, but a lot of people should know it because it's amazing.
Okay.
And it comes off an album that like again, is it's a band that half the members are Jewish and half the band is not Jewish. So they have a holiday album that's half and half Christmas songs and Hanukkah songs.
Okay.
That's the Bare Naked Ladies. And if you've never listened to Bare Naked for the Holidays, it's a great album. But they have a track on there featuring Michael Bublé called Elf's Lament.
I make toys, but I've got aspirations. Make some noise, use your imagination. Girls and boys, before you wish for what you wish for, there's a list for who's been naughty or nice.
Elf, E-L-F?
Elf, E-L-F, yeah. It is a story song about the elves rallying to get a contract with Santa to get paid better. And Mike Bublé is the backup vocals for it, and it's awesome.
I'm excited to listen to that.
And this is a song that can play real early, and you might not even notice it. And if you're actually listening to it, you're like, is this song about elves going on strike?
That's pretty good.
And it's so fun that you might not even notice it.
I'm excited to listen to that one.
Something you and my dad have in common, Justin, is one of my dad's all-time favorite Christmas songs is on this album.
Which one?
I don't remember which song though. I just know it's Bare Naked Ladies, and it's on this album. And I don't think it's Elf's Lament, but
Yeah,
I hope it is.
Imagine if it was. I mean,
Yeah, I hope it is. I hope that is
Kindred spirits.
Papa Deer's favorite Christmas song.
it's possible. I just don't think it is. I'd have to listen to this whole 20-song album to find out.
And yeah, it's 20 songs. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's like Jingle Bells on there where they do the Batman Smells version. So there's some like fun stuff in there that's like throwaway goofball stuff that you'd expect from the Bare Naked Ladies. But they also do like I Saw Three Ships, and they do like Hanukkah, Oh Hanukkah. They do the Dreidel song. They do so many songs. They're all authentic. Again, it feels just like that. The people that they have with Sarah McLachlan on one of the songs.
God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. The features on it are awesome, and it's just a fun album. But this song is my favorite because it's original, which, I mean, there's something special about a band that puts the work in to write a real Christmas song. The fact that they got Bublé to also add to it, and he does his magic on the song as well.
Yeah. I love that they got Bublé. You know what, Justin? I'm not going to relinquish you of your title, but I'm going to say that you share your title with Bublé.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Because I think Bublé is Boy Christmas, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Bublé is that meme that I'm a little bit of a Christmas boy myself. Meme.
Yeah.
That's Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is unreal. Yeah.
Justin, for my fourth pick, I'm going to give you the option of saying, do you want the mixtape opener or do you want the mixtape closer?
I don't think we have.
Because I'm confident I'm confident I have both.
We have two. Okay.
Yep.
I don't think we have the closer. Maybe we do have the closer. I say closer. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. The closer to the mixtape, per my strong suggestion, is going to be Christmas All Over Again by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Everybody's singing, all the bells are ringing out, and it's Christmas all over again. Yeah, again.
Great one.
So
And
good.
That's going to be the closer to the mixtape.
Yeah.
It's a perfect. I don't know that there's another version of the song. I just know the very special Christmas compilation, which again we had some of them off it last time. But that to me is the perfect closer of the night. Like it just that winds the night down, sends you out on a high note. You're walking out in the street, a little tipsy, a little warm, walking out in the cold.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect closer to the evening. If it's not going to be Auld Lang Syne, which I guess is more of a New Year's song anyway, this would be I think this would be a really good mixtape closer for sure.
Yeah, I love this song. It's
good.
It's so great, and it's like just feels like something Tom Petty wouldn't have done because he is a serious person and very serious about his music. But the fact that he chose to do this is like. And for that compilation, and for all the other reasons, it's such a good song. Yeah, it's a great pick, and it's an ender.
Yeah,
this is the running through the airport scene in Home Alone, too.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
No, it's not, because that was going to be my mixtape opener, which we'll get to.
Where is it in? When does this play in Home Alone?
I don't think it does.
It's in Home Alone 2.
That's Run. Is that Run Run Rudolph?
Yes, it is Run Run Rudolph, which was going to be my mixtape opener that Justin passed on, which is an honorable mention. Now you screwed yourself out of it as well, Roderick.
I wasn't going to pick it, but
you were going to?
I wasn't. No.
Oh, okay.
So that's okay. It's a great song.
Great mixtape opener.
This is in Home Alone. When does this play in Home? Or is it in Home Alone 2? Okay.
Is it when he's on like his spree out and about in the city? Like, no, I don't know. I don't know where this stands in Home Alone 2 either.
I believe it's in.
I think it's in the airport. Oh no, it's once he gets on the wrong plane.
Yes.
And the guy's speaking to him in French, and he hits play on his Walkman.
And he's listening to it.
This is what's playing. Yeah. This is what he's listening to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great job.
It took me a while, but I got there.
Way to go. I'm happy you did.
I mean, the thing I also like about the song is that it's like Christmas all over again, as if like when you read it or hear the title, it sounds like it's going to be a cynical Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
But it's sentimental, and that's like, I think they like that twist where you have like an expectation it's going to be some guy talking shit.
Oh, great call. I don't know that I ever looked at it through that lens, but I do love that.
Like, and like, it's really nice that he says, "I hope your mom gets all of the shopping bill." I love that line.
Yeah, that's great. Well, hell of a closer
Tom
to the
seemed like a
mixtape.
great guy. I wish I would have met Tom Petty.
Man.
Yeah,
I'd love to hang out with that dude.
Roderick, your official last contribution to this is to closing down the holiday.
Yeah, well, I have no idea. I have 8 songs on here. And
wow.
I know. And I decided I was going to pick my last one based on what you guys had picked, right? Like if there's any gaps in the vibe at this party. And to be honest, the only song I have on here that brings a unique vibe that's not already on here is it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Sorry, guys, but it's a fucking Christmas party. It's a Christmas party.
Yeah.
It's Carpenter Sleigh Ride all over again.
No, it's not.
Ooh,
it's Big Frida, and it's Jingle Bell Rock.
All right.
We've got some New Orleans bounce up in here. So anybody who wants to twerk at the office Christmas party, this is your chance to do it. Big Frida's got a whole Christmas album. Is this one on it? She also did a song, oddly enough, since I just said Office Christmas Party. She has a song on the Office Christmas Party soundtrack. But is this one? No, this one's all for a Christmas album. So yeah, she has a very, very Big Frida Christmas. It's her Christmas album. Are you guys familiar with Big Frida?
Oh yeah.
Either of you?
No, can't say I am.
Yeah.
Certainly am.
Have you ever seen her live?
No, I have not.
Couple times. It's fantastic, dude.
I bet. Yeah.
Just nothing but her getting people up on the stage to twerk and dance.
It is interactive for sure.
It's heavily interactive.
I feel like I'm spending time at the Wiener Circle in Chicago.
Heavily call and response, like really, really fun. She's sweet too. I got to early, so, I met her once and she was super, super nice. And I don't know. I had a bunch of other songs on here that you guys would have probably known, but like there isn't like any real like fucking dance stuff on this one necessarily. I was like, you know what? Let's dance.
I had one that I will mention when we get there, but yeah, that was the one area that it's also lacking in this genre. I think a little bit.
It is a bit, and a lot of them that are that way are just like either
Last Christmas, they're like shitty versions of Last Christmas.
Yep, something like that. So, yeah, Big Frida. That's probably going to go.
I like that.
Stick that sucker right in the middle, I guess. I don't know, or maybe that needs to be toward the end of the mixtape. But that's a surprise one. I had that pretty low on my list, but you know what? That's just the way the mixtape grumbled.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
That's pretty good.
I'm proud of you for switching it up for us. I'll have you know that, just so you guys know, in this moment, you guys motivated me so much that like Christmas concerts are a thing.
Yeah.
That I just, in the midst of not listening to either of you guys talk about Big Frida, I bought myself tickets to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's Wild and Swingin' Holiday Party.
There you fucking go, dude.
And I hope they play the Heat Miser.
I feel like that's going to be a good time. I feel like that'll be a good time. So I'm going to a Christmas show just in support of this specific mixtape.
Absolutely, dude.
Glad we could do it for you.
Go
thanks,
have
guys.
the best time.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Well, shit, Justin, I miss you, man. And this was a great. I'm glad the holidays brought us together. I'm glad the holidays brought Boy Christmas into my home.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like I said from the last episode, guys, it's fun to do it. I like talking Christmas music. I like talking nerding out about music in general, and we can cross the paths of how music and movies cross over at Christmas a lot too. So kind of get to do that a lot. You guys are two great dudes to do that with.
Yeah.
Well, you said this on the last episode, but I'm just going to reiterate it for myself too. This has helped. These last two episodes have really helped me kind of get in the Christmas spirit too. I mean, I've been traveling a lot this year, and you guys both know how that is sometimes, and it's just you're all over, and it just was hard to settle and like get in a habit of doing any of the holiday stuff, decorating or watching Christmas movies or anything. And this has been a big, legit help in getting my mood up and getting my my head into the holiday state of mind. So thank you for doing this.
Of course. It's the designated fun is like so hard when you're busy and you're like, I have to fit this in and there's things I have to do, and then it becomes chores, which is not what you want to do. So it's fun to do these kind of things. I have two things. I mean, I guess we still have to do honorable mentions, right?
Yep.
But the other one was I was looking forward to my critique of my sequencing.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're gonna have to wait to hear that.
Yeah, you're gonna. Well, I mean, he already did sequence the first one, but I can't critique now. I have to critique both, like in the moment.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
I know that repeat guests typically are not back to back, so I was not sure how.
That was the first timer. So I'll talk shit probably on the New Year's episode.
I love it. I'll take it.
There we
go. I want to
Yeah.
start my year. So
Sure. So well, then kick it off with your honorable mentions, and then we'll go from there.
All right, that's great. So a couple of my honorable mentions. So we had mentioned that there's not a lot of dance music, and if you have not heard Cher's DJ play another Christmas song, holy shit, it's everything you want from Cher. Auto-tune, dance, bop song. It is completely. It is Love Actually, where he says, "We just took Love Is All Around Me and put Christmas in there." Right? It's awesome. They figured out how to turn any song into a Christmas song. So that was on there. I'll rattle off my next couple quick ones. So, Ramones, "Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight."
It was on my list. If something else had gotten picked, it was definitely one of mine.
I had too much guitar. I couldn't do that one. Otis Redding's "Merry Christmas, Baby." The Waitresses, "Christmas Rapping." Jackson 5, "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." And one that I heard today that I somehow evaded me because this artist I bought as part of my first 3 CDs that I was allowed to buy. For the first boombox, my parents were like, "You had to buy 3 CDs." And if you've never heard TLC's version of Sleigh Ride, it's awesome. Ooh. It's so good.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's what you want from TLC. There's rap parts. There's just, and it's like the hook is there, and then they just verse off about anything Christmas related. So it's not quite like straight, cover, but yeah, TLC's.
Yeah, it's really good. My sister had a Christmas CD growing up that had that on it. I don't remember what it was, but I am very much familiar, and it's fantastic.
It's it's a very, very good one. So I would encourage you to take a listen if you haven't in a while.
Yeah, great call.
What do you got,
Roderick? Oh, I'll go. Yeah. I only had 2. So you chose Tom Petty. So my opener was "Run, Run, Rudolph" by Chuck Berry, which would have been the start of the mixtape, which makes total sense. And then my only other honorable mention was the Ramones, "Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight."
Yes.
So I only had 2. I fired out my 6. I was pretty confident with my 6. If Mariah got stolen, I was going to put in the Ramones. I was ready to go. So
Sweet.
Pretty short and sweet and simple.
Well, I'm just going to ramble through mine. I had Paul McCartney, "Wonderful Christmas Time."
Oh, great call.
Song gets a lot of hate, but I love it. Mighty Mighty Boss Stones, "This Time of Year."
Love it.
In fact, that probably would have been my 4th pick if you hadn't picked "No Doubt," Don.
Yeah.
But you did, and it was a good call. So the Crystals, "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." I also had the Waitresses, "Christmas Rapping" on here. Song's a jam. Ella Henderson. I don't know if you've ever heard her, Ella Henderson. She's got this song called Blame It on the Mistletoe. I think it's an original. It's kind of up that same vibe as Sia. It's like a pop, like a current like pop song is really good. And then Cookin' Soul put out that Christmas record called what's it called? MF Xmas or something like that. Yeah. But Xmas Tree is a great song off that. It's just a cool, sample based Christmas record. And then the last one I'll say, because I almost put this on the Rob Harville episode.
Ooh.
Because it's one of my favorite bass lines of all time.
And a Christmas song.
It's kind of a Christmas song. Yeah.
Okay.
The song's called December is for Cynics. So it's almost like an anti-Christmas song. Okay. And it's by the Matches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That song.
Do you know that song, Justin?
I do, yeah. It was on the Santa Claus compilation.
Yep. The first Santa Claus compilation. It's on that one.
Hopeless Records, yep. I think.
Yeah. One of those. Fearless or Hopeless or one of those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That
unbelievable bass line on that song. It's also just a great song. Yeah, check that one out. So yeah, well, I had a lot. It
was like endless, and then you just had other ones that I felt like I would be, if this playlist was twice as long, I would have included that NSYNC song.
Which one?
Oh yeah,
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. The song where they were like
Happy Holidays. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that song is. I always love listening to that song because they just lean into how hard it is a Christmas song, but they backpedal, and they're just like, by the way, it's like all these holidays and everything, but like Christmas is the one, and they really don't resolve it at all.
That's funny.
It's very fun to listen to from my perspective. That song is a comedy song for me.
Yeah, I love that.
Don, you want to read the list?
Yeah, let's fire this bitch out. Two pages again. We got a lot of long titles. These are taking up multiple Post-its. We have Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, 8 Days of Hanukkah. Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Sia, Candy Cane Lane. Lucy Dacus, Last Christmas. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Christmas Eve. Sarajevo, 1224. Lindsey Sterling and Sabrina Carpenter, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Stevie Wonder, What Christmas Means to Me. Oi to the World by No Doubt. I Wish It Was Christmas Today by Julian Casablancas. Bare Naked Ladies, Elf's Lament. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Christmas All Over Again. And Big Frida, Jingle Bell Rock.
That's the playlist. That's the mixtape.
How to make a mixtape.
To Justin, to TikTok Santa, and to Ken Hudson Campbell, Merry Christmas and a happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Oh, it's a great job, Rod.
Yeah, and thank you, Justin. And you know what? If the listeners want to give us a little Christmas gift, they could pass word about the pod on to a friend. Maybe
pass the pod for Christmas.
Maybe pass the pod for Christmas. Maybe write it down on a little note card and wrap it for somebody and give it to them.
If you ordered a piece of How to Make a Mixtape merch, you would have gotten some of our beautiful business cards in with your merch. Just leave one somewhere visible with a QR code showing.
That's right. Thanks again, Justin. This was great. Thanks for being the Christmas boy and doing a two-parter.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Boy Christmas.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Christmas boy it feels odd. As I'm impressed right now.
I like that it's odd. It's like you're uncomfortable saying it.
Yeah.
Well, based on how I'm dressed right now, I feel quite uncomfortable saying it. So, all right. Well, happy holidays, guys.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, guys.
And see you next time.
See you next time.
Thanks again, guys. Bye.